The galaxy always whispered about the Void Council, an ancient circle of alien species that secretly decided the fate of civilizations. For centuries, humanity was considered too primitive, too emotional, too chaotic to matter. But everything changed the day humans cracked the encrypted starnet and discovered a terrifying truth. The Council had voted for Earth's controlled reduction, a polite phrase that meant extinction. What they didn't expect was that humans were already listening. Commander Arlen Hayes stood inside the dim war chamber at Orbital Base Helios, his jaw tight as the holographic recording replayed. 12 alien delegates sat in a perfect circle, their voices cold, clinical, deciding the timeline for humanity's elimination. There was no malice, no hatred, just calculation. Like humanity was an equation that needed to be erased. Arlen felt the room tighten with the anger of every officer present. Humanity wasn't perfect, but they had earned their place in the stars. And no one, not a council, not a superpower, not a god, had the right to decide their end. Across the council's distant fortress moon, alien factions scrambled as their secret leaked. The elder species believed humans were expanding too quickly, innovating too aggressively, evolving too unpredictably. Their fear wasn't born from what humans had done but what they might become. And so, the Void Council convened again, this time in panic. Plans accelerated, fleets deployed, and for the first time in 1,000 years, the Council initiated something unthinkable, a preemptive strike on a rising species. Humanity had less than 8 hours. Arlen gathered his officers, projecting a rotating hologram of the Council's incoming fleet, 300 warships, each one larger than anything humans had ever built. Defeat was expected, surrender was recommended. Survival was mathematically impossible, but humans didn't calculate survival, they fought for it. Arlen looked at his officers and said the one sentence that changed history. They think we're unpredictable monsters. Let's prove them right. The plan was insane. It required every human ship to burn across light lanes at impossible speeds, threading gravitational mines, skimming star coronas, and diving through forbidden dark zones where even light struggled to escape. But humanity had something the Council never understood: the willingness to risk everything, not for conquest, not for glory, but for each other. Hours later, the Council watched in shock as humanity did the one thing no species ever attempted: attacked first. Human cruisers tore out of the void, launching EMP spears and gravity-warped torpedoes. The aliens expected weakness. What they saw instead was precision, courage, and a terrifying unity. The humans didn't spread out, they didn't scatter. They formed a narrow spearhead formation that stabbed into the Council's heart like a blade. Inside the Council fortress, panic rippled. Delegates scrambled to evacuate as alarms echoed through crystalline corridors. For the first time in their ancient history, someone had brought war to their doorstep. Not another empire, not a rival species, but the very beings they had voted to wipe out. Arlen breached the fortress command tower, leading a squad of armored marines through gravity-shifting halls. A dozen alien guards attempted to intercept them, but humans fought like a species with nothing to lose. In minutes, the squad stormed the chamber where the Council once ruled in silent arrogance. The delegates trembled not from injury but from something deeper: fear. Arlen stepped forward, removed his helmet, and stared at them with a calm that chilled the room. "You had a choice," he said quietly. "You could have let us grow. You could have trusted us. But you feared us instead." His voice echoed like a verdict. "Now you will understand why." He transmitted one final message to every starnet across the galaxy: humanity will not kneel. Not today. Not ever. The Council surrendered within hours. Their fleets retreated. Their moon fortress fell silent. And across the galaxy, species who once laughed at humanity now watched in awe and terror. Because humans had finally proven the one truth the Council feared: they were no longer the weakest species in the stars. They were the most unstoppable. And this was only the beginning.